One of the things that we've said from the very beginning of the start of South Pointe Church is this, that we want to have a church that is real. So some people, one of the main reasons why people stay away from church, here it is. This is the number one reason that people stay away from church, is because they don't like hypocrites. It's the number one reason. Every survey, every statistic, everything will tell you that is the number one reason why people stay away from church. And some of you, I can see on your face, you're like, yeah, that's been pretty much the reason why I've stayed away. Well, let me just help you today. Okay, staying away from church because of hypocrites is the equivalent to not taking your car to a mechanic because all the other cars there are broken down. You bring your car to a mechanic because you need help, because it needs a mechanic. Yes, of course, all the other cars there are broken down also. That's what the mechanic is for. Church is the same thing. See, we somehow got into our heads, and it's the fault of the church that we've got into our heads. The church is only for people who have it all together. No, man. Church is for those who are broken down. The church is for those who are hurting, for those who are sinners. Because the problem is, if the church is for those who have it all together, then the church is for no one. Because no matter how good you look today, no matter how good your beard looks, no matter how nice your dress is, and no matter how much you can hide your stuff, you don't have it all together. And our church, from day one, we've said, we're going to be real enough to say, just right from the get-go, that nobody here has it all together. No one. No one has it all figured out. No one's better than you. No one's got it down. So there goes your hypocrite excuse, all right? So the reality is that we've said we want to be real. We want to be real. We want to be relevant. We also think that as a church, that church shouldn't be something that's hard to understand, but that church should be easy to understand and even easier to put into practice. What you hear at this church, I hope that you're able to take it home and put it into practice in your life, because we want to be relevant. And then we also want to be enjoyable. So this is the thing you'll see like on all of our stuff: real, relevant, and enjoyable. You say, why enjoyable? I saw this commercial. I don't know what I was watching, but I saw a Match.com commercial on TV. And the question was posed. Some of y'all look nervous. Like, I know you're on Match.com. It's okay. It's fine. The question was posed to this lady on this Match.com commercial. It was, how do you know if you've had a successful first date? And her answer was, if I want a second date, then I know the first date was successful. And I thought about, man, isn't that true of church? Like, if you have an enjoyable time at church, maybe you'll want to come back. My goal for you today, I just want you to know, like, raise your hand if you have kids, like in a nursery, preschool, or kids' church today. Anybody? Come on, raise your hand. Don't be shy. Raise your hand, raise your hand. Okay, my goal for you who have kids in kids' church is that your kids have so much fun today that they make you come back next week. That's the goal. I want you to enjoy the service to the point where you get something out of this today. Maybe it was the music or the message or whatever, that you enjoy the service to the point where you just leave here saying to yourself, you know what? Let's go back. Come back.